and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream basketball action between the Lakewood Cougars and the Burlington Edison Tigers. We're about to have pregame introductions. We'll be on mute until that time, and then we'll be back to join Chris Walster for that announcement.
Basketball action. It's the visiting Tigers of Burlington Edison taking on your very own Lakewood Cougars. Now for the starting lineup for both teams. First, for Burlington Edison. He's a 6'5" sophomore forward. Number 2, Logan Heider. And for the Cougars, the senior, number 1, Zachary Stoddard. For the Tigers, a 6-foot senior guard, number 3, Rex Wilson. And for the Cougars, a senior, number 10, Ben Rucker. For the Tigers, a 6'1" sophomore guard, number 10, Matt Whitney. And for the Cougars, a junior, number 4, Nash Espy. For the Tigers, a 6'8" junior forward, number 24, Tim Vescott. And for the Cougars, a junior, number 11, Evan Stacy. Rounding out the lineup for the Tigers, a 6-foot junior guard, number 30, Spencer Benson. And for the Cougars, he's a sophomore, number 23, Caleb Greenland. Tigers are under the direction of head coach Jeff Dutton. His assistants, Pepe Hernandez, Drew Fleshman, Dylan Peterson, and Wyatt Walker. Your head coach of the Cougars, Mr. Anthony Wiedeker. His assistants are Tony Wiedeker, Kirk McGilvery, Don Taylor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all rise and remove your hats and follow with me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Announcements, lineups have been announced, the pledge has been said, and now we're going to have some basketball. The Tigers are going to start a lineup that features sophomore forward 6'5" Logan Heigert and 6'8" junior post Timothy Feskiff. They also are going to have Spencer Betts at one guard spot and Rex Wilson at another guard spot, with Madden Whitlock being the other forward. So it's a very young team. Wilson is the only senior in the starting lineup, Betts and Fekoff being juniors and the others being sophomores. Tigers win the tip. Cougars are out in their very aggressive zone. Again, we'll see how the officials call it out front. Nash Espy just put 2 hands on the dribbler and got away with it. They're going to let him be that physical out front like they have in several of the games. Lakewood has success defensively, and if they don't let him and he gets in foul trouble, the Cougars are less effective on defense. Spinning to the rim is Greenland. Shot is blocked by Feskiff, but the foul is called, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. That foul is going to be called on Blake Montiel, a 6'1" sophomore guard, who was guarding Greenland out front. First shot is up and good. Cougars are countering with Espy and Stacy up front. Rucker, Greenland, and Stoddard. Stoddard with the big 3 the other night to win the game against Cedro Woolley in the waning seconds of the game, is anchoring the post. Cougars extend their pressure now. We'll see if the young Burlington guards can handle that. That time they lobbed a pass, and it was knocked away by Greenland. 20 seconds on the shot clock. lobbing those balls and dribbling to nowhere as they've done their first 2 possessions. Not going to be a very successful way of attacking this Cougar zone. Heigert stepped to the basket, got it knocked away, and went out of bounds off of the Tigers and out of bounds. It'll be Cougar basketball. Rucker to the basket, puts it high off the glass and in, challenging Feskip. The Cougars have a 4-2 lead. Three ball lined up from the corner by Wilson in transition. That outlet pass was knocked away. A lot of contact there. No charge, no block. That was to Feskop. Got away with the travel, but he turned it over to Stacy. Espy gets away with the travel, misses the lay-in, gets it back. Kicks to Stoddard for a 3. And Feskop tips it out, secured by Betts. Knocked away by Stacy. A lot of contact there. Stacy not fouled. That's knocked away by Feskip. So referees really letting him play. A lot of ref reaching going on. A lot of contact. Now only 1 foul called so far. The shot's off the mark. Burlington Edison with the rebound. The Tigers now on offense, trailing 4-2. High long pass to the weak side over the head of Feskip. 6:05 left to go in the first quarter. Anthony Whitaker wants a 30-second timeout. So, minute and 55 gone here in the first quarter. 4-2 Cougar lead. They're going to call timeout. We'll be back in 25 seconds. Cougar ball on the baseline. No changes made for either team. Stacy brings the ball into the front court. Gets a screen up high from Stoddard. Dribbles it off his foot. Picked up by Espy. Looks deep to Stoddard. Challenges Feskop. Gets his second block of the night. And now challenging the basket is Betts. Knocked away. 2 Cougars go for it. Knock it away from each other. Betts recovers it. He's tied up by Stacy. It's going to be Cougar ball on change of possession. Stoddard takes the ball to the basket. Feskip blocks it again. Knocks it out of bounds. Stoddard's doing the right thing, taking it right into his chest. But he's got to give a little lift, a pump fake, something to get off balance. Greenland sneaks back door and gets the lay-in. And the Cougars lead by 4. Lob pass thrown up high. Stoddard, nice job fronting Feskop. Not even close. That ball was probably thrown a foot or two too short. Feskop with another block, who's had the rebound, but Stacy picks him clean. Cougars reset. Greenland has it. He looks to go. Gets away with the travel. Knocked away by Wilson. Stolen back by Espy. Offensive rebound by Stacy. And Stacy throws it out of bounds. So I was wrong. There was a change in that last time out. Quentin Steen was in for Rucker. Rucker's back in now, as is Josh Irvin. Lining up the 3 is Wilson, and it's good. And the Cougars' lead is cut to 1 and 6-5. Stoddard again to the basket. This time he gets there, but he is too deep on the side of the rim. Rebound to Betts. Spinning, whirling, and finally dealing Logan Heigert, and that gives the Tigers the lead at 7-6. Heigert was going to shoot that no matter what, and he just spun until he cleared space and then used his 6'5" frame, which is taller than any of the Cougars on the floor, to elevate and hit the soft little jumper. Heigert checking Greenland. Greenland goes to the basket. It's knocked off his line. No call. He loses it. Picked up by Irvin. Kicks it to Rucker. Lines up a three. Misses everything. To Stacy. Stacy kicks it to Greenland. His shot is blocked by Feska. Irvin now has it. Gets away with the travel there. Back to Greenland in the corner. Nice pass by Rucker. That swirls out, and there's Stacy again trying to jab it loose from behind. Penetration by Wilson, dumps it to Feskov, misses the lay-in. Cougars secure the ball. Greenland coming back, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Cougars trail by 1 with the basketball. Greenland going to the basket, lays it up and in. That fouls on Logan Heigert, and that's his second. And he's going to come out into the game now. It was Holden Collier. Greenland does a nice job taking the ball strong to the basket, laid it in with the left hand, and getting to the free throw line. Cougars back in front by 1, shooting one shot. And it's up and it's good. Cougars now lead by 2 and are able to get into their press. Betts over penetrates. He's trapped. Finally is able to slip it out to Wilson. High throw, nice catch on the weak side. Little jump throw hook by Collier is good. And that ties it up at 9. Evan Forthen. No. Rucker tosses one up. It's Tim. Whitlock is still in, not Evan Forthen. That's Whitlock with the ball. Throwing up high on the weak side again. Nice job fronting him. This time it was Irvin. Burlington Edison just not throwing the ball up high enough. I'm not sure he's open, but you've got to throw it up there where he can go up and get it and no one else can. Greenland with the take, and he takes Hollier to the rim, and he lays it in. With 2 minutes and 1 second left to go in the first quarter, Cougars now lead by 4 at 13-9. That's a 30-second timeout by Burlington Edison coach Jeff Dutton. We'll be back in 25 seconds. Tigers with the ball in the front court. They're still doing a lot of dribbling against this zone. Steen in now for Stacy. Long three is good. Second one of the night for Wilson. And he cuts the lead to 1. Rucker with the take. It looks like it's off his knee and out of bounds. And it is off his knee, out of bounds. It'll be Tiger basketball. Oh, barely across to the front court. Dangerous pass. Kick out for 3 off the backboard, off the back rim, off the front rim, and out of bounds by Collier. That's going to be Tiger ball underneath. Wilson with a step through, throws up a lay-in and puts it in. Rex Wilson has 8 of the Tigers' 14 points. And the Tigers are back ahead by 1. Steen with a penetration kick to Rucker. Cross court to Zach to Stoddard. Greenland goes to the basket. Kicks to Rucker. It's off the mark. And Svestov with the rebound. Quickly to Wilson. Wilson from deep, and he makes it. Give Wilson 11 points. And the Tigers now have a 4-point lead with 35 seconds to go in the game, first quarter. Greenland's been the best offense tonight. There's Stoddard going to the basket and laying it in. Zach Stoddard puts it on the floor, blows by Festoff, gets the lay-in. Seven seconds into the middle of the key. Spencer Betts drops a little jump shot. 3 seconds. Cougars are going to get a shot off at the buzzer, and it's off the backboard and out. So after trailing by 4 at 13-9, the Tigers go on a 10-2 run in the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, and they now lead 19-15. 8 minutes on the clock for the second quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Cougar live stream. So we're back. Steen, Stacy, Greenland, Espy, and just now into the game, it looks like that's Ethan Greenland. Right into the high post to Betts, who turns around and rolls one in. Tigers lead now to 6 right at the start of the second quarter. Caleb Greenland pulls up for 3. It's off. And into the game now for the Tigers is Jonathan Larson. Betts gets to the air, doesn't really know what to do with it. Gets it out to Collier. And the long floating pass stolen away from Steen as the Cougars continue to jump every passing lane. Wilson hunting for a shot, 10 on the shot clock. Now the step through, off the mark by Whitlock. Tipped out, Cougars on the attack. Greenland puts it in his pocket, gets away with the carry. Now Espy goes to the basket, rolls off the backhanded lane. Wilson tries to force it to the high post. Betts barely gets it back. Wilson in the penetration. Off the backboard, rolls out. Espy with it, knocked away by Larson. Screws in transition. Stacy gets a little too deep, flips it to Greenland. Shots blocked, ahead to Wilson. Wilson goes to the basket and lays it in. Burlington Edison now leads 23-17. Nash Espy for 3, and he drills it and cuts the lead in half, 23-20, 5:50 to go in the half. Betts at the high post, turns and shoots and banks it in. Greenland to the basket and lays it in. Stacy deflects it, but right to Wilson. Unfortunate for the Cougars. 8 on the shot clock. A shot blocked up. It's an air ball. They reset the shot clock, and not sure why, because the ball didn't hit the rim, and now there's going to be a foul. Not sure why the shot clock was reset. That jumper was an air ball.
His first personal.
They're going to give 2 shots to the Tigers. And that foul's on Nash Espy. Spencer Betts to the line. Shot is up and it's good. Wholesale changes for the Cougars. Irvin, Rucker, and Stoddard in. And Steen, Greenland, Ethan Greenland, and Espy come out. Second shot is up and it's good. Feskoff back into the game for the Tigers. Greenland dribbles it off his knee, secured by the Tigers. Now they're in transition, 3-on-1. Nice catch by Larson. Keeps his feet underneath him and lays it in. Not very good transition for Burlington as they had that 3-on-2 break, but their spacing was so poor that the 2 guys were able to cover the 3, but they were able to just use their size advantage to put it in. Larson to the line shooting 1 to try and give the Tigers their biggest lead of the night, which I believe is 7 already, would have given them an 8-point lead. Rucker out of the basket, blocked by Feskoff. Continues to be jousted out of bounds. They're going to give that ball to the Tigers. I thought it was last off the Tigers and it would be Cougar ball, but it's not. Anthony Wiedeker has seen enough. He's called a full timeout. 4:35 to go in the half. Cougars trail 22-29. Tiger ball on the baseline. Cougars back into their full court press. Betts is going to try to beat it on the dribble, and they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Steen, and it'll be Tiger basketball. That's one of those, I'm going to give the ball to the team that really dribbled it out of bounds instead of calling a foul on the team that knocked it out of bounds. Cougars now playing some man-to-man. Larson goes to the basket, and it's loose ball. The outlet pass going towards Steen by Rucker, knocked away and secured by the Tigers. Missing the 3 there is Wilson. And now another 3 from the wing. That's off the mark. That was Whitlock. And that's going to be off the Tigers and out of bounds for the Cougars. Cougars trail by 7, 29-22, 3:46 to go in the half. Stacy from the free throw line wanted to pass. Had the jumper, missed it. Betts with the rebound. Cougars in their man-to-man. Tigers are running some sort of flex action, but not really looking to score. Feska looks to take the ball to the basket, just throws it up, follows it himself, gets the rebound, puts it up, and he was fouled. It's really an awkward-looking shot by Feskov, but he was able to get it back and put it up. Stoddard with the foul. That was his first personal. It's the third foul called on the Cougars this quarter. The Tigers have yet to be called for a foul. First one is up and good. Tigers extend their lead by 8. Espy and Greenland back in. Second one is up, and that is an air ball. And so the lead will remain at 8. So Stoddard has it. He's going to the basket. Turns around, kicks it to Greenland. Rucker looks to take it, loses the handle, gets to Espy. He gets caught in the middle of the key, but he finds Stacy on the back door. Stacy throws it up, misses everything, but follows it up and lays it in. A lot of people want that to be a traveling violation, but it's not. As long as he's making a legitimate attempt at a shot, he can go and get his own rebound, regardless of whether it hits the rim or not. That's a deep three from Wilson, and it's good. I believe that's Wilson's first points of the quarter. He has 14, just about half of the Tigers' points. Stacy drives, dishes it to Stoddard, puts it up and in. Nice pass by Stacy on the interior. Good roll by Stoddard to be available for the ball. Another deep three from Wilson. This time it's off the mark. Betts trying to get the rebound, taken away from him by Espy. Espy on the break, gets where Rucker, throws it behind him. The lay-in is missed, and it looks like Espy's going to be called for a foul, and he is.
That last foul was on Nash Espy.
That's his second.
His second personal.
So 1:36 to go, and that ball's just thrown away. Betts trying to hit Heigert, who's been reinserted in the game. Cougars trail 33-26, a minute 35 to go in the half. Ball comes into Greenland, and he's fouled by Betts. He's going to go to the line for 2.
Fouls on number 30, Spencer Betts. His first personal.
That's Betts' first personal, and that's the first team foul on the Tigers this quarter. First one swirls out. Second one is good. Cougars back to within 6. Into their full court pressure. Rucker harasses Wilson into a turnover. Espy running, and he hits it and lays it in. And that's 4, trying just too hard to force something and throws it off Feskov's head. Cougars on the run again. Rucker for 3, and that swirls out, but Stacy with the rebound lays it in. 57 and a half seconds left to go in the half. Cougars cut the lead to 2, 33-31. 30-second timeout called by the Tigers. Tiger ball to the inbound. And again, Stacy gets his hand on the ball, tips to Greenland, lays it up and in, and we're tied up at 33. A lot of reaching and grabbing. The Cougars are getting away with it. And now with 40 seconds to go, 20 seconds on the shot clock, Burlington is going to take a deep breath, set their offense up. High-low from Betts to Feskov, and he lays it in, and he is fouled.
That foul was on Caleb Greenland, his first personal.
That foul's on Greenland. That's his first personal. 32 seconds to go in the half. Shot is up and off the front rim, but the two Cougars, Stoddard and Greenland, go after it. And the clock is still running. Not quite sure why that is. Now they catch it and stop the clock. They're going to reset it to 31 seconds. So 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball over penetration by Wilson, just knocked out of his hands. Cougars have a chance to tie, trailing by 2, or take the lead into the locker room. Stacy gets a screen from Rucker. They're going to flip it back to Stacy, goes to the basket. That ball's knocked away. Rucker has it too, leaves it short. Stacy with the rebound. With no time left on the clock, Greenland shoots a 3. The referees wave it off. So first half into the books. And the score is 35-33. Cougars are trailing by 2 to the Burlington Edison Tigers. 10 minutes on the halftime clock. We'll be back in 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Thanks for joining us tonight on your Cougar live stream.
basketball.
It'll be Cougar basketball to start, trailing by 2. Stacy Stoddard, SB Greenland, who led the Cougars with 13 points, and Rucker on the floor for the Cougars. Wilson, Feskoff, Heigert, Betts, and Whitlock for the Tigers. Wilson led the Tigers with 16 points. Scored almost half of their 35.
The clock lady wasn't back. She just got there.
I'm going to take a minute to get the clock reset, get the personnel at the table. Now they're there. Time to play ball. Greenland spins, kicks to Stoddard for 3, and that swirls out. Wilson with the rebound, coming in transition. Kicks it to Betts, goes to the basket, dumps to Feskoff, puts it up and curls it over the front of the rim. Greenland takes Betts to the basket, backhand laying up, and it's in. Cougars now back in their man-to-man press. And that's going to be a charge. Logan Heigert, that's his 3rd foul. And so Cougar basketball, first team foul of the quarter. Stacy dribbles, turns to get to Stoddard. Looked like Festoff got a piece of it. Now the Tigers in transition, and Whitlock travels. Cougars on the attacks, trailing by 2. Rucker for 3 to live the lead. Off the mark, Stacy with the rebound. Taken away from him by Betts, and Stacy takes it back. Gets it to Greenland. Greenland pulls up for a little jump shot. He's fouled by Betts. It's going to send Greenland to the line for 2 shots to tie the ball game. That's Betts' 2nd foul. It's 2nd team foul in the quarter. First is up and it's in. Second shot is up and it's good, and 6:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're all tied up. Force the ball in transition to Wilson, stolen by Espy. Stoddard on the dribble drive to Rucker. Rucker to Stacy for the lead. It's off. Greenland with the rebound. He puts it up and in. Caleb Green doing the work, and now he's going to get called for a foul.
Greenland, his 2nd personal.
Greenland had 13 at the half, and he's got all 6 of the Cougars' points so far this quarter. So he's got 19 of the Cougars' 39 points as they have a 2-point lead. Feskoff for 3 straight away, leaves it short. Ball tipped away, comes to Espy, goes behind his back, right by Whitlock. To Stoddard, Stoddard to Stacy, looking to drive. Dishes to Stoddard, and he lays it up and in. And Burlington Edison wants a timeout. So the Cougars come out trailing by 2, now have a 4-point lead at 41-37 based on really poor shot selection and turnovers by the Tigers. And the Cougars taking advantage by being aggressive and going to the basket. 60-second timeout. We'll be back in 55. Cougars to inbound it. Tigers to inbound it. 5:48 to go in the quarter. Wilson bringing it up, being hawked by Rucker. Rucker forced some bad dribbling at the end of the first half. That time Wilson goes by him. Rucker swings and misses from behind. Doesn't get called for a foul. Turned over. Cougars have it. Stoddard. Greenland to Stoddard. Cougars now lead by 6. Hygert going to the basket, stops 15 feet from the basket, turns around and comes back. Now Wilson tries to back his way in. Give the ball to Feskov. Feskov drop steps and Stoddard goes down. They're going to call Feskov for an elbow. It's really a bad call. He did not throw an elbow. He really just drop-stepped hip, but instead of trying to go around him, he went through him on the dribble. So Feskov on the foul will take it. 5:07 to go. Cougars up by 6. Stoddard goes by Feskov to the basket, and he's going to be called for a foul. Stoddard going to the line for 2 shots. Feskov's second personal, both picked up in the last 20 seconds. Stoddard's going to go to the line. First one is up, and it's good. Stoddard's second shot's off the mark. Cougars lead by 7, 44-37. Betts into the key, stops, pops, and drops from the free throw line. Greenland with the crossover, now he spins, and Festov got him again. That's going to be Festov's 3rd personal foul.
His 3rd personal foul. The line to shoot 2, Caleb Greenland.
Greenland going to the line. First is up, and it's good. Second shot is up, and it's good. Cougars go back up by 7. That's into the key, puts up a shot, misses everything. Stoddard with the rebound, quickly out to Stacy. Stacy to Espy for 3, off the mark. Greenland with the rebound. Greenland playing a heck of a game tonight. Now he turns around, goes back to the basket, lays it in. Caleb Greenland, that ball is handed in, and Espy hacks him. Jumps up and down like he didn't get him, but this is the way Espy plays, and that's his 3rd. Stoddard out. Steen and Irvin into the ballgame. Tigers trail by 9, 48-39, 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Hygert takes it to the basket, puts it up, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Fouls on for Evan Stacy, his 1st personal. At the line to shoot 2.
Foul's going to be on Evan Stacy. First shot is up, and it's good. Wilson had 16 points in the first half for the Tigers. Has been held scoreless so far. He really carried them offensively. And he has not been able to get off the mark here in the second half. Both free throws are good. 7-point lead for the Cougars. Rucker to the basket. Misses everything. Wilson with the rebound. Tigers in transition. Wilson goes to the basket and he travels.
Traveling against the Tigers.
Looking for the back cut. Ball moves around. Now Stacy goes to the basket, lays it up and in. A genuine flecting Evan Stacy is able to roll that ball in. Rucker knocks that ball away and he lays it in. Then Rucker just absolutely picks Mattis Whitlock on the wing. And he takes to the basket and lays it in. Cougars now lead by 11, 52-41. 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Been a nightmare quarter for the Tigers. Great quarter for the Cougars. 60-second timeout. We'll be back in 55. Tiger ball on the baseline, 2:52 to go. The ball is thrown to Wilson, and he looked like it was maybe intended for Whitlock. Wilson put his hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. It's going to be Cougar basketball. No time went off the clock. And the ball came in right away, and that's in the hair ball that misses everything. But there's Greenland right there to pick up the trash and lay it in. Tigers doing a lot of dribbling now on the perimeter. Not sure what they're trying to do. Throwing to Heigert for three, and he hits the three. The 6'5" lefty puts it in. Brings the Cougar lead back to 10. Now, Burlington Edison drops into a 2-3 zone. Ten seconds on the shot clock. And that cross-court pass by Rucker, stolen away by Betts. Ahead to Whitlock, who lays it in. Greenland now for three, and he answers. Caleb Greenland closing in on 30 points, thrown ahead to Heigert, takes the ball and overpowers the shorter Greenland. 57-48, 1:30 to go. Greenland hits another three. He's got to be closing in on the 30-point mark for sure now. He has about 15 points in the third quarter. Betts for three, and he puts it in. Cougars by 11, 60-51, 55 seconds to go. Lazy pass by Greenland, and Whitlock is unable to finish as he dribbles the ball out of bounds. Greenland looking for Steen on that just easy return pass. Passing lane was jumped by Whitlock. Wasn't able to do anything with it. Espy dribbles, got it poked away. Greenland was able to secure it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Cross court to Steen. Out top to Espy, 5 on the shot clock. Stoddard going to the basket. That's blocked by Collier. 19 seconds to go. Ball's taken away by Steen to Stoddard. Stoddard lays it in, and he is fouled. Stoddard's going to go to the line for one shot. Cougars leading by 11. Shots up, and it's good. Cougars now lead by 12. Put a lot of points up here in the third quarter, led by Greenland. Cougars with the ball. Stoddard has it. 2-1, and that is the end of the third quarter. Cougars lead 63-51. Put up 30 points that quarter. 60 seconds between quarters. We'll be back for the fourth quarter run. Cougars lead 63-51. Cougar ball to start the fourth quarter. Excuse me, Tiger ball to start the fourth quarter. Veskoff back in. Wilson, who I believe was held scoreless in the third quarter, takes us down low on Stacy, powers it up, and he's fouled. We'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Number 11, Evan Stacy, his second personal.
Stacy's second personal. Wilson's first shot is good. Second shot's off the mark. Espy with the rebound. To Stacy in the corner for 3. Misses everything. Goes out of bounds, and that's off of Stoddard. It'll be Tiger ball, trailing by 11. Ball quickly into Wilson. He goes right to the basket, lays it up, and he is fouled. Lucky to get that ball in. Good Cougars pressure in the back court. Rucker just about got his hand on the ball thrown over the top, but Greenland with the foul. That's his third. Two shots for Wilson. He got it, get it under double digits. His first shot is up, and it's good. Second shot is up, and it's good. Now it's a 9-point lead for the Cougars. Burlington Edison's going to show some pressure, looks to trap, easily broken by the Cougars. Referee stopped that transition because the shot clock did not start. And so the Cougars which would have been a for sure lay-in. But I guess if this were on the road, you could be upset, but that's home cooking going against him. Not the first time we've seen shot clock or game clock issues. Stacy throws it to the wing, and it's knocked out of bounds by Wilson. Ball to SB at the high post, goes to the basket, gets it to Stoddard. Feskoff with the block, but Greenland with the rebound, dishes to Rucker, and he lays it in. It's going to be a foul on Stacy holding Wilson, and again, that's that physical play we've seen a lot of that hasn't been called, and now it's just called all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere with 7 seconds to go. Very interesting time to call that foul. Thrown up to Heigert, misses it, goes off the backboard, gets it back. Feskoff tips it out. Now Wilson has it. Betts for three, and he cans that jumper. Cougars quickly in the front court. Zotter looks to take it, and it's off Feskoff, out of bounds. So it's now 65-57. Cougars have an 8-point lead, 6:39 to go after that three by Betts. And now Anthony Wiedeker wants a 30-second timeout. So 65-57, Cougar lead, 6:39 to go in the game. We'll be back in 25 seconds. Cougar ball on the baseline. Ball's off Greenland's hands, but Rucker's able to get it. Stacy looks to penetrate, dishes to Ashby. He has nowhere to go, but now he finds Stoddard cutting. Stoddard flips it up. Ashby has the rebound, throws it in, tries to save it. It's recovered by Stacy on the floor. Greenland tries to find Espy, 9 on the shot clock. Now Greenland has it, goes to the basket. He's blocked by Betts, and they're going to call that a jump ball. And again, the shot clock did not stop in a timely manner, so they're going to be putting time back on it. So 5 seconds on the shot clock, 3 seconds on the game clock. The ball to Stoddard, and Stoddard puts up a fadeaway and rolls it in. Betts has it on the wing. Knocked away by Stacy, out of bounds for the Tigers. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Ball thrown to Wilson into the post, guarded by Stacy. Gets trapped. Heigert with the three, off the mark. Feskoff with the rebound. It's being moved out by Stoddard. Betts gets it. He stepped on the baseline. Steen now into the game for Espy. Tigers trying to trap, easily handled by the Cougars. Stoddard to the basket, puts it up, rolls it off. Wilson with the rebound. Now Stoddard comes back and shoves Wilson from behind. So, somewhat of a frustration foul. Stoddard's second foul. If he wasn't trying to, maybe he was trying to go for a back tap, but just ran him down. It's fourth foul on the Cougars this quarter. 5 minutes to go. They'll be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the quarter. That's Betts with a turnaround jump shot and off of several Cougars out of bounds. That'll be Tiger ball on the baseline.
Basket by number 2, Logan Pettis.
Tiger with the lay-in. Greenland sneaking to the basket, puts it up, and he's fouled. Good look by Steve.
That foul was on number 30, Spencer Betts. His third personal. At the line to shoot 2, Caleb Greenland.
Greenland to shoot 2. First is in. Second shot rattles out. 4:35 to go. Cougars lead by 9. Betts sneaks to the rim. Throws one up, not there. Greenland with the rebound, finds a running Rucker. Rucker lays it up and in. Wilson to the basket, flips one up, not there. Heiger with the rebound over Stacy. Nobody running back on defense. Steen gets the breakaway lay-in. And timeout for the Tigers. 72-59, 3:53 to go in the game. Cougars by 13. Well, Coach Jeff Dutton has now used all his timeouts, and that's the old conundrum. Do you call them when you need them, and then you don't have any left, or do you wait until you might need them, until you might need them late, but then you might not need them late because you don't have any timeouts left. Anthony Wiedeker has 2 timeouts left. Screen and roll with Heiger. He's going to do a step back. Now he steps through, rolls it in. Tigers now full court pressing. Flipped it into Stoddard in front court. Cougars have not had any problem with their pressure. They have made several mistakes in the front court with simple passes, That time Betts jumped out on that one. "13 seconds on the shot clock. They're on a screen and roll with Steen and Stoddard. That time Betts knocks it right back at him, and Steen picks it up. Excuse me, that was Greenland and Stoddard. Steen picked it up. Rucker with the steal to Stacy underneath. He lays it in. Cougars have been all hands tonight, and the Tigers have not been able to deal with the defensive pressure and the hands. Whitlock with the three. When they've had space, the Tigers have been a pretty good shooting team on offense, but they just haven't had a lot of space tonight, and they haven't known how to deal with it to create space. Steen for three, off the rim. Stacy just out-muscles Wilson. Wilson for the ball. Rucker for three. And Ben Rucker gets his first three of the night. That's Heiger forcing his way to the basket over Greenland. Greenland does a pretty good job staying in position. Misses the shot. Stoddard with the rebound. Stacy now for three. Stacy misses it, but there's Steen on the weak side. As Burlington is just really chasing the game now, not anticipating, not getting into good position. That ball's knocked away by Stacy. Again, good hands, quick hands by the Cougars on defense. Cougars now lead 79-64. Minute 34 to go. Greenland goes right by Weiger. Tries to dish it to Stacy. Goes right into the chest of Wilson, who's now hunting a shot. Gives it up to Heiger.
Going left! Going left! Hand to the face!
Now Wilson goes to the basket and he is fouled. So Evan Stacy with the foul. That's his fourth foul. That's going to send Wilson to the line for two shots. Wholesale changes coming for the Tigers. They're going to put in Fortham, Collier, Logan RNDC for the first time tonight, and also Urban Fleshman for the first time tonight. And Wilson, if he makes this one, will be subbed out, and he does. And that will bring in Isaiah Williams. And now in for the Cougars, Ethan Greenland, Josh Irvin, S.B. Rucker, and Zhang. Under a minute to go now. And rebounded by Fleshman. Espy with the foul. He's been doing that all night. They just called a foul on him for the first time. An interesting time to call it with 39 seconds left to go in the game. And that's his fourth personal.
Logan
Logan Arenzi makes one of two. And now 38 seconds to go. Want to thank Baldeep Singh for monitoring us on the backside, helping us with all the technology. Want to thank Laura Leach on the camera, Melanie Irish monitoring us on our social media. Also wanted to welcome to the broadcast tonight all of our friends in the youth basketball program playing their tournament over in Port Angeles tonight. So they couldn't be here, but they have this Martin Luther King tournament weekend, and they are going to wish them luck in their games on the peninsula. I also encourage everybody, if you're on our Facebook page or if you're on our YouTube page, take a look at all our levy information. Lakewood School District levy is coming up, and we want you to look at our information and make a good informed decision about supporting Lakewood schools. Thanks for everybody joining us tonight. I'm Dale Leach. Thanks to all our help tonight. Everybody have a safe weekend. It's no school on Monday for the celebration of Dr. King. However, there is a basketball game Monday night, girls basketball here. We're going to be bringing that to you. So everybody be safe in the snow and in the ice. Drive carefully. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Monday.